Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M44, it's the Tier 6 American SPG, and this one's located on the north spawn of Mines and is under the command of ProvoBob. Now, ProvoBob is in SEA region, and he's handled this M44 before, and you can see he's got a mark of excellence on his barrel. And we're about to see a display of why Nigel's spot on the north spawn of Mines can be so powerful. Okay, he's pulled away from his spawn point and he's headed down for Nigel's spot. Now, Nigel's spot is located in C1. It's probably one of the most powerful spots we've ever found for an Arty position on this map. And he's locating himself in the water. And he's aiming for the hill. You can see he's got a lovely bead there. He can actually hit the enemy tanks behind the rock in the center of the hill. Now, I do know that they managed to get a chaffee into the hill before any of the enemy turned up, and that Chinu is taken down by the M12 on our team before anybody else arrives. And it looks like an enemy KV-2R, the premium version of the KV-2 tank, has actually gone around the other side of the hill. And we've got two enemy tanks. Panzer IV-Hs have gone up onto the south island. And we've got an OI headed for the south approach. So T-20 there as well. ProvoBob's loading for the OI. Round out. Oh, lovely shot there. Took advantage of the weakened state of that OI. 194 hit points. Gets his first kill. Now his next target is a KV-1S. He's loaded. He fires a round out. Gets 179 hit points splash from a shell that landed just in front of him. And it looks like the M12 also managed to get a hit on that that KV-1. The M12 is actually hidden behind the rocks in grid square A2. And he fires another round in and splashes the KV-1S for 57 this time. And he's also picked up some stun assist. Now, there was an enemy T-29 behind that rock. He fires a round in. And he gets a hit! The shell exploded, or didn't explode rather, so that means it hit the target. But we will have to wait and find out how much damage he did at the end of the battle. T-20 is trying to escape. He's trying to put a leading shot in, work out where the T-20 is headed. Round out. Oh, lovely, splashes him. 62 hit points. If that had actually hit the rear of that T-20, I think he would have picked up a lot, but he certainly picked up some stun assist. In fact, actually damaged the tracks of that T-20, and he's taking a huge amount of damage from his teammates. He fires the next round in and kills him! So he not only got all the damage assist off that, but he also picked up the kill. He's dialing in on the KV-1S, only a few seconds from shooting. Round out. Oh, and he picks up another kill. Picks up the KV-1S behind the hill. That's his third kill. Oh, there's another enemy there. That's the Stug 3G taken out by RIS. There's the T-29, and he's lost a significant amount of credit of hit points, possibly as much as 300-400. And he gets another shell hit spin behind him. That's bound to have splashed him for some more. Now, he's not using premium consumables, ProvoBob, but which speeds up the reload. But he is using a very good crew, and that's why he's able to get very quick reloads. 17.17 seconds on the reload. And he's keeping an eye on that KV-2R, because from where he's actually located at the moment, he could be seen by the KV-2 if he comes around the top of the hill. And the KV-2R just took out our M12. Or rather, sorry, the KV-13 was taken out by their M12. Well, he fires a round in there at the T-34-85 and he hits something. It could be one of the Panzer IV-Hs. So his reload's going through. He's loaded, rounds out straight away. And this time round he just gets an explosion. I think if there was an enemy there, he pulled back. there's still a number of enemy out there. There's still 10 enemy to kill. They are actually down 2 tanks at the moment, but they have done a lot of damage. And remember, it's ProvoBob who's got 3 kills so far. Right, there's the enemy, and look, the T-34 is missing some hit points, and he's probably the one that was killed or hit. Round out, kill shot, 138 hit points. He's out the game. So it's 6 versus 7 now, and we know the Panzer IV-H went behind that rock. If he puts the shell near the edge there, he may be able to splash that Panzer IV-H. Rounds out, and he does it perfectly. Lands the shell exactly next to the rock, and we've got an enemy on the south approach to the hill. It's a Chaffee. Now we're lining him up for a shot. Almost reloaded. Round out, and a direct hit for 217 hit points. And we've got a KV-2R. The KV-2R came around the hill. He's now come up to the centre of the hill. He's hiding behind the rock, but he's very badly damaged, and another splash hit should be enough to take him out the game. ProvoBob fires, and the KV-2R's taken out by the KV-1S, who was inside the hill. So we miss out on a kill there, but we've got a Panzer IV-H at the back of the map. It's 100%. Can we get a shot into him? Round out. Nope. Nearby though, I think. I think that would have done some damage. We know that Chaffee's still there on the south approach. We can't see him at the moment. We're pre-aiming as if he is there, and we're firing around him anyway. No, he's not there. It's worth a shot just to see if he was there. Right, now the Panzer IV-H has been spotted, and he is trying to come around that corner. Now, it's got very weak armour, that medium, so we can do a lot of damage if we can get the shell in. Round out. Yes, 95 hit points from a splash. The Leopard's having a look. Now, if he's got the automatic cannon, I think he probably has, he can zap that Panzer IV-H with quite a few rounds. It looks to me like the Panzer IV-H is coming back round the corner again. He fires a round in. Nope. Oh, the Leopard almost exposed himself to the Panzer IV-H there. We don't know if that Panzer IV-H has got a dirt gun, but he's about to receive another 155mm shell. We got reticule bloom. We're at the edge of our reticule, edge of our field of fire. Dials in and rounds out. Accurate shot, 140 hit points. And the other Arty is firing at him. He's down to just 104 hit points now. To 34 hit points. He's a one shot. Splash him to death. Round out. Kill shot. 34 hit points. There's the Hellcat, and he's just taken bad damage. If the Leopard pushes it though, he might end up dead. Oh no, he gets the kill instead. Takes out the Hellcat. But unfortunately the Leopard is killed. He wasn't using the automatic cannon. He was using the 5cm gun. And there's the T-29 we hit earlier. And we just hit the rock face. So the scores are fairly even. There's 3 Arty and 1 tank destroyer, and the tank destroyer is a Wolverine on ProvoBob's team. The enemy has got a heavy, a medium, a light tank, and that's the Chaffee, and 2 Arty. And the Arty are an M12 and a Hummel. And both M12 and Hummel have both got kills. In fact, the M12's got 2, the Hummel's got 3. So they're quite good players. Fires a round in. That T-29 has got 3 kills. Now, I suspect that those 3 kills came from tanks that were trying to take the hill or pushing on the hill, because he was sitting at the back of the map most of the game. We're looking for the enemy Arty at the moment. It's a speculative shot. We know where the enemy Chaffee is. He's now inside the hill. We did lose the KV-1S, who was inside the hill area, but we're looking for sign of the enemy Arty. Fires another round in at a likely firing position. In fact, both the M12 and ProvoBob are both firing into the area. Oh, the tree went down there. That looks to be like one of the enemy team has just knocked a tree down. Well, we think we know where the Panzer IV-H is. He was last seen on the South Island. The T-29 was last seen in Grid Square K4. And the Chaffee, we know, is on the hills. So the vehicle that knocked down a tree was probably one of the Arty. And I suspect that that Arty was relocating because he may have been hit. Okay, there's the Chaffee. We can see him. We can land a shell near him. We can kill him. Round out. And it's a kill shot. 37 hit points from a splash. There's the Panzer IV-H. He's relocated from the South Island. He's gone up on top of the hill. He's just hiding around the corner from that Wolverine. Now, if we can lay a shell in that corner, we can take that Panzer IV-H. He's a splash hit. Oh, and it's actually the Bishop who gets the kill. Okay, that means now the score's in our advantage. The enemy has just got the T-29 and the 2 Arty. And I suspect, as you know, that enemy Arty was the one that knocked a tree down near the enemy cap. We think that the T-29's... Oh, there's the T-29. He's close. He's very close. He's in the dip between the islands. Now, it's difficult for us to try and shotgun him because he is a T-29. He could just turn the turret round and shoot us. But he is receiving punishment from the Wolverine and from the other Arty, the Bishop. We're going to have a go, I think. Poke around the corner and derp him. He's taken considerable damage. Oh, he tried a manual shot and it failed. Let's hope he doesn't get spotted. You need to lock on. Auto aim. Oh, what a shotgun. 101 hit points. He did take a massive 230 hit point hit from the T-29. That's what I said. The danger is that T-29 can just turn his turret around and zap you. And luckily for ProvoBob, he didn't kill him off completely, but he has badly damaged him. He's only down to 50 hit points now. He certainly wouldn't be able to stand a splash hit from the enemy. But they're both moving now. All of them are moving towards the enemy cap area. They're going to push this for the win. And it looks to me like ProvoBob's going up on top of the hill to shoot from on top of the hill wherever they might find the enemy. There's the M12. He's been spotted. He did move, and it was him who knocked the tree down. Oh, unfortunately, that shot's not very not on target. But the M12 is taken out by the Wolverine. Now he needs to get over in order to shoot that Hummel. He's got 7 kills so far. 7, that's guaranteed a Top Gun. There's the Hummel. Can he line him up? He's going to aim. He fires a round in, 221 hit points. But the Wolverine takes the game and kills the Hummel. And that is the victory. 7 kills. He just misses out on a Radley Walters because he didn't shoot and kill the Hummel with 1 shot. And that's such a pity. And here's the end of battle results. It's an ace tanker for ProvoBob in the M44. He also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 18. He also picked up a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills, but narrowly missed out on getting the Radley Walters for getting 8 kills. If only that shot there had been for the full value of the Hummel, then he would have taken a Radley Walters away. Instead, he got 221 hit points instead, but it wasn't enough to guarantee the Radleys. But it's still a very good round by ProvoBob. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats for team scores. Well, he got the highest damage on his team, but he didn't pick up the high caliber. He only got 2,004 hit points in the game. The KV2 the premium KV2 on the enemy team managed to pick up 2,161 hit points, and he picked up the high caliber. So unfortunately missed out on the high caliber, but not by much. Not by much. When it came to kills, he was right at the top of the table with 7. The highest that the enemy could muster was T29, managed to get 4, and the Hummel managed to get 3. And when it came to base XP, it was ProvoBob who managed to get the highest amount, 1,217. And the reason he got that was because he was taking on higher tier opponents and forcing them to back away. And that earned him much more in the way of experience points than all the other members of his own team. So let's have a look at the detail report. Well, he fired 33 rounds during that battle. He got 9 direct hits, 9 penetration and 11 splash. Damage of 2,004 hit points, of which 1,682 were at more than 300 meters. Obviously the shotgun on the T29 was at close range. He did receive 1 hit and it was a penetration from the T29. He damaged 8 of the enemy, he killed 7 of them. That's more than half of the enemy team was touched by him. He also did damage assistance of 612 hit points, and most of that was on the T20, which he managed to track, and then everybody managed to fire their shells at him, and then he managed to pick up the last kill shot. He did 320 hit points of stun assistance of 13 shells. And on a premium account, he did 45,387 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he still had 27,112 credits. He received 1,826 XP, and he also picked up 100% on the personal reserves bonus, so he took away 3,652 experience points altogether. But I think this is a classic example of how powerful the Nigel spot, the spot in C1, can be for any good Arty and a good player, because he can effectively dominate the game and force the enemy to back away. So if you are in an Arty and you're on the north spawn of mines, do consider using Nigel's spot, unless of course you've got an Arty with a very flat trajectory such as a French Arty, because they do have a lot of problem trying to get over those rocks in the centre. Ever since Wargaming did version 1.0, they've actually raised the rocks in the centre or over that lip, and it's very difficult for a low trajectory Arty to fire over that lip and into the tanks. But if you've got a reasonably high trajectory like an M44 or a Grilla, you can certainly hit the enemy and win the game for your team. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.